Okay, you go to Zan05. You guys ready? Zan05 top villainy. You guys ready? So yeah, I'll pick Wolf. Okay. Oh, I should have picked Akira's music. Let me change stage. Okay, hold on. which VF4 theme would you guys like to hear? Tell me right now. Akira's? Wolf has a good one. Kage? Which one is Kage? Is it Kage's Shrine? No, it's this one. Temple. Alright, here we go. Okay. Alright, so here's what you do, okay? You change the CPU settings, you change the reaction, right? To guard. Look at the bottom, it'll tell you CPU will counterattack with P after successful block. Will counterattack with 2P. Will counterattack with main attack. Or, so okay, so guard and counterattack 4 is what you want. Alright, Zan, you guys got that? Top villainy, you got that? You want the CPU to react to guard and counterattack 4. That's what you want, right? And then the throw direction. What throw direction do you want to practice? Just do forward. Let's say you want to do forward for giant swing, right? Forward. Okay, the CPU will counterattack with a throw that ends with forward PG, right? So for example, giant swing, okay? So I'm gonna set to forward, okay? So the way you practice this, right, is to do a move that guarantees a throw, right? So for example, short shoulder. Oh wait, this back. Okay, my bad. That was back. This is back, by the way. This is forward, okay? So now it's forward. So if I do short shoulder, right? You see it's minus 15 on block, right? Short shoulder. So that throw is coming no matter what. If they don't do a guaranteed attack, right? So minus 15, you should get something bigger than something bigger, right? So anyway, so what you want to do, here, I'll show you my. Can you see my command input? Here, let me hide this real quick. All right, can you see my command input? Here, I'm gonna go this way. Right, so now, watch what happens. Okay, so if I do something that grants a guaranteed attack, I'll do this one. So Wolf's gonna do a forward PG throw, right? Look at my inputs. Look at my inputs now, right? So as soon as Wolf blocks my attack that leaves me at major disadvantage, I'm holding forward PG. See that? I'm holding forward PG. He cannot throw me with forward. You see that? As soon as he blocks it, and as soon as I know that a throw is coming, I'm gonna escape forward PG, right? So that's all it is, right? See? That's all I'm doing. I'm not letting go of forward. Look, the input is forward. The input for short shoulder is back forward PG, back forward P plus K, right? I'm not even letting go of forward. I'm just look what I'm doing. I'm doing back forward PK and I'm holding PG. That's it. See, forward is already buffered. You see that? Forward is already buffered. All I'm doing is holding PG now. So I'm escaping forward PG. You see? You see that? I'm escaping forward PG. I don't even have to press it. I'm buffering it already, right? Because the move is back forward P plus K, right? All I'm doing is holding PG. See? That's how you escape forward throws, right? If you want to escape back throws, you gotta do back PG, right? So in this instance, right? If I'm gonna guess the opponent's gonna do a back throw, right? Then I'll do the short shoulder and then I'll hold back PG. See? Back PG now, right? Instead of, you see what I'm saying? I'm doing back PG now, right? See? And if the opponent's doing a neutral throw, just PG, all I'm doing is holding PG. All I'm doing is holding PG, see? It doesn't matter when you hold it. As long as you're holding it, you're buffering it, right? There's no window where the throw escape will not register. So as soon as your move is blocked and you think a throw is coming, you hold it right away. You don't have to wait, just hold it right away. You see that? And so now, now that you know that, I'm gonna show you how to evade throw escape, okay? So, evade throw escape, right? So evade throw escape, essentially, it kills 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So let's say you do a move that leaves you. Did I get the last? Yes, I did get the DLC Sapphire Cut TV. So Zan 05, if a move leaves you at medium disadvantage, right? So by medium disadvantage, I mean anything from -5, -6, in between -6 and -10, right? So in between -6 and -10 is medium disadvantage. The reason why it ends at -10 is because a throw executes at 10 frames, right? So if you're at -10, a throw is going to be guaranteed, right? You can't do anything. You can't. It's pointless to evade throw escape there, right? Well, not pointless, but throw is guaranteed at 10 frame disadvantage, right? So this is why. So when I say 10 frame, I mean neutral throw. Neutral throw is every throw. I think there different throws execute at different speeds. Like for example, Wolf's neutral throw executes at 10 frames, right? But however, Wolf's burning hammer executes in 16 frames or something like that. Is that right? 16 frames? Wolf's burning hammer executes in 16 frames, which is pretty slow, right? I think the standard. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. No, I did get it right. So Wolf is the only exception to the 10 frame rule, right? Because Wolf has a 9 frame throw. So Wolf's 6 PG, this one, Diamond Cutter, not Diamond Cutter. This throw executes at 9 frames, right? Which is the fastest throw in the game. The fastest throw in the game, right? So, on standard neutral throw executes at 10 frames, right? Burning Hammer executes in 16 frames, right? I think F5 executes in 12 frames. So, Wolf's 9 PG is his fastest throw. It's the fastest throw in the game, 9 PG. There's no throw faster than it, right? So, at medium disadvantage is -6, between -6 and -10. Unless you're going against Wolf, it's -6, -9, right? So at medium disadvantage, you can do a technique called evade throw escape, right? Where you can, so let's say the opponent will retaliate with the fastest mid in the game, which is an elbow. An elbow executes at 14 frames. The standard elbow in this game is 14 frames, right? Unless you're Pi has a 12 frame mid, right? So if I leave myself at medium disadvantage, I can evade throw escape, so I can evade the incoming fast mid, the linear mid, or so what I'm gonna do is input a throw escape while I'm evading, right? It's called evade throw escape. So if I do this, right, I can evade. Whoops. Wait, neutral. So the CPU is set. My bad. CPU is set to do neutral throw, right? So this move right here leaves me at -7 frame disadvantage, right? So what I'll do is I'll evade and then I'll throw escape. Look, see, I'm evading the elbow, but at the same time I'm escaping the neutral throw. See that? So the input is evade and then throw escape. Evade and then throw escape. Evade and throw escape. See, if the opponent doesn't throw, right? If the opponent does a mid, you'll evade it, right? See, so you're essentially killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? You see that? I'm throw escaping and evading the linear move, right? So if you leave yourself at medium disadvantage, it is highly suggested to do evade throw escape. I'm not saying that's textbook, right? That's textbook. I'm not saying that you should do that all the time. But if you want to play textbook against medium skilled players, that's 100%. That's what I suggest you do, right? However, at high level, that's when your opponents start thinking what you're gonna do, right? So if they know you're gonna evade throw escape, then they might delay their attack. You're gonna get launched, right? So delay attack always beats a failed evade, right? Or yeah. So anyways, I digress. So a delayed attack will always be a failed evade. So if your opponent is good enough to if your opponent is good enough to read that against you, if they know that you're gonna do evade throw escape at a certain disadvantage, then they'll delay their attack and then launch you, right? So yeah, so evade throw escapes are done between in the window of -6 to -10, right? At -5 and faster, -5 and faster recovery rate, -5, -4, -3. You don't have to evade throw escape. You can just simply fuzzy guard, right? Look, so like this move, right? See, I can duck it and then still block the fastest mid, right? Because this move leaves me at -4 or -5. Sorry, -5. See, so I can duck the throw and block the fastest mid. See, you see that? All I'm doing is inputting a crouch dash guard. See, crouch dash guard. Yeah, see, so he can't throw me or can't hit me. You see that? So the only way to beat that is if your opponent has a low throw, or if they delay the throw, or something, right? Or delay low or something. So this is essential, right? If you're at your learning stage from beginner to intermediate, this is what you should be mastering right here, right? This fuzzy guarding, right? You see this? He can't hit me with the fastest mid, or he can't throw me because I can duck the throw. See? So the math behind that, I feel like I'm doing this a lot lately. So the math behind this, right, is that move 3P leaves Wolf at -4 frame disadvantage, right? Now when I crouch dash forward, that puts me in a ducking state in 5 frames. It takes 5 frames for me to duck from standing like this, right? I'm sorry. It takes, is it 4 frames? Is it 4 frames or 5 frames? Anyway, so crouch dashing puts you in a ducking state 1 frame faster than just regular ducking, right? If you're pressing guard and you're pressing down, if you crouch dash forward, it puts you at a ducking state 1 frame faster than this, right? So I think if you crouch dash in FS, it puts you in a ducking state in 4 frames, while ducking puts you in a ducking state at 5 frames, right? So this 3P leaves Wolf at -4 frame disadvantage. If it takes me 4 frames to duck, and the neutral throw executes in 10 frames, right? You see the numbers? So 4 plus 4 is 8. I'm ducking faster than he can throw me, right? So that's the math. Yeah, 4 frames. It takes 4 frames to put you in a ducking state if you crouch dash, right? This move puts me at -4 frame disadvantage. So tack on another 4 to put me in a ducking state. That's 8 frames. Meanwhile, the throw executes in 10 frames, so that's 2 frames slower, right? So that's why it's like, you know, that's how. This is why it's vital. It's imperative. It's almost mandatory that you learn how to fuzzy guard, yo, and that you gotta learn. You gotta learn how to do this shit, because this is a staple virtual fighter defense. You cannot play virtual fighter without knowing the theory behind fuzzy guarding. Okay, you just cannot. Would I ever evade when positive? I mean, that's up to you. That's your call. But if you're positive, you should keep attacking, because if you're positive and they try to attack, you're gonna counter hit them, right? Depending on how fast the move is. So, me personally, if I'm at positive, right? Look at this. I'm positive 9 right there, right? This move puts me at positive 9. If they decide to attack, any of my attacks will counter hit. So it's better to keep pushing, right? Remember, this game rewards offense more than defense, right? So if you're at positive, I recommend you keep attacking. However, it is up to you. It is up to you to see what the opponent does at positive, right? If the opponent has a tendency to attack you when he's at negative, then yeah, by all means keep attacking, right? Until they learn, right? But it's up to you to mentally have that note in your head. You know, have that, you know, that sticky pad that I always tell you guys about. Have that sticky pad in your head ready, right? Always take mental notes of what your opponent likes to do at minus and at positive, right? So if you're at positive and your opponent likes to attack, by all means, just keep counter hitting, right? Keep counter hitting. However, if they start to wise up and then your counter hits are no longer hitting counter hit, then that's when you gotta realize, okay, now I gotta do something different, right? Maybe now I should throw. Maybe I should delay an attack. Maybe I should do something. However, if you're at the same skill level, and you see that your opponent's having a hard time adjusting to that, then by all means keep attacking at positive frames, right? Always attack. Okay, yeah. So crouch dashing puts you at puts you in a ducking state in 5 frames, while ducking puts you in a ducking state at 6 frames. So it's still 1 frame faster, right? So you have to understand this. This is why it's important. So this is why it's important for you to pick your main character, right? Pick your main character, and then you gotta study your character's frame data, right? So Wolf, right? Wolf might not be a striking character, but the best thing about Wolf is that a lot of his moves are safe. Look, this is at -4, right? -4. I can duck and then block your mid. This is -4, -3. Sorry, -3. See? This is This is right here is -3 also. And like almost all of Wolf's moves are safe, yo. See? That's why you can't. Sometimes it's hard to throw or hit Wolf sometimes when he's doing all kinds of shit, right? Because a lot of his moves are positive. There's only 3 moves I can think of that are negative, right? The short shoulder, which is -15. This is -8. This is -13. Oh, and then I'm sorry, there's more than 3. This one is at -10. The toe kick stun is -10. And then what else? Oh, this one's -13 also. So those 5 moves, actually this one doesn't even count. This is -8, right? So he has 4 moves that leaves him at major disadvantage. Short shoulder is one, -15. 6P plus K, which is -13. 3-3P plus K is -13. And then toe kick is at -10. But like a lot of his moves are safe as hell. Look, almost all of his moves are fucking safe as shit, right? You can't fucking hit this motherfucker, yo. But that was intended. That was intended because he is not a combo heavy. He doesn't have mix-ups with combos. He doesn't have gimmicks. So he has to have something, right? He doesn't have any lows. He has this low, right? And he has drop kick. Which, by the way, if you block drop kick, how do you block guard? Okay, if you block drop kick, crouching. If you block drop kick, it's -18. Don't forget that, yo. If you block drop kick, you can launch that motherfucker, yo. -18. Look at this. It's only good when it hits, right? On normal hit, it staggers. On counter hit, it slams you, right? However, if you fish for a drop kick and you block it, you're +18 frame advantage for you, which means you can land any launcher on him, any launcher. So if here, I'll show you, okay? You gotta learn how to use the record feature also. So I'm gonna record Wolf. Doing spamming drop kick. See this? Alright, I'm gonna record him doing spamming drop kick, okay? Alright, so now I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run the drop kick now. So if I block it, I can get this for free. You see that? There's nothing he can do about it. Look. If I block this, you can't block that. It's guaranteed. It's -18, right? I mean, that's not the combo for heavyweights, but this will be the combo right here. So, right, for heavyweights, right? So, gotta make sure you block drop kick or fish for it. Right? I know it's hard. It's difficult because especially the way I use it. The way I use dropkick is to beat highs, right? To beat highs and sometimes to fuck with you when you're blocking high. But if you can block dropkick, you gotta punish it 100%. Some characters don't get good punishes for moves that are covered crouching though. Yeah, Lao's one, Kage's one. Well no, Lao can do 6K, right? Lao can do 6K, the 6K stagger. Lao can also do 3 PP, right? The double launcher. That's guaranteed if he blocks drop kick. Two 3P is high. Yeah, knee or wait, what's 3-3? That shit, the double uppercut. That's mid, right? The double uppercut. Yeah, that's 20 frames? I didn't know it was that slow. Never mind. But yeah, so in Lao's case, I guess 6K would be his, you know, his best. 6K or I guess elbow sucks though. Elbow. Yeah, my Lao impression. Let me check on Zan05 and Top Villainy. Did you guys get all that? Can you touch on ECDs after TETs? Okay. So ECDs, right? Let me Okay, ECDs. Okay, I'm gonna touch on ECDs. Okay. So I think ECDs works the same way as ECD is like a combination of evade, throw, escape, and fuzzy guarding, right? So I think ECDs work at -5 disadvantage and faster, right? So I'm gonna do this and then ECD. Oh, wait, yeah, I don't know if I think. No. That's Himajan said -5, but maybe it needs to be faster than that. I'll do -3. Let's see, we'll do -3. I can't do it. Anyway, I don't know. That neutral throw still connects there. Regular crouch is 7 frames? I thought it was 6. Oh wait, I need to catch up to the chat, sorry. Lao 246p is 18 frame. Yeah, that works. Conde made. Anything that executes at 18 will connect. Let me see. What? Let me check something. Okay. Let me see if this works. No, it doesn't work. I don't know. I don't know how to get the ECD to work. But so ECD, you're basically canceling your failed evade into a crouch dash guard, right? So you see, this is a failed evade animation, right? Look at it. So compared to a ECD, right? What the? Yeah. So you see, it cuts the animations significantly, right? So you recover from a failed evade much faster than if you were just, you know, doing the failed evade and then guarding, right? So you would cancel it. You can cancel it by dashing, right? See, you can cancel it by dashing your failed evade. So when you're canceling your failed evades, you're lessening the recovery frames, right? So that's essentially what's behind why people do this, right? And sometimes when you do, okay, so this is my explanation for ECD, right? Sometimes when you ECD, right, sometimes your opponent likes to delay throw, right? So if they delay throw, chances are you might duck it if you ECD, right? Because you're essentially cutting your failed evade animation by a lot, right? You're recovering a lot much quicker, right? Yeah, so ECD, basically you're combining evading and fuzzy guarding, right? That's pretty much what you're doing. You know, aside from movement wise, right? You know, canceling your dashes is like a quicker way than to just dash like this. You see how slow back dashing is? If I'm mashing back, but if I cancel it, right? You see how much faster I'm backing up. And same thing with Well, I think the same speed for forward dashing. It's pretty fast, but yeah. I think somebody went over this the other day. Somebody tweeted this the other day. I'm gonna show you guys something, right? So the standard backdash is down, back, right? However, if you want to continuously backdash, all you gotta do is mash down and back. See, down and back. Look at my joystick. I'm mashing down and back. I'm not letting go of the stick. He's just crouching back as fast as he can. You see that? I'm not pressing down, back, right? I'm mashing down, back, down and back, down and back. I'm sliding this joystick down and back, down and back. Same thing with forward dash, right? Down, forward. If I do down and then forward, see? If I do down, if I slide down, forward, you see that? That's the fastest crouch dash you can do. Yeah, so ECD is primarily a movement thing, right? Sometimes you get lucky, and like when you're evading, and sometimes you get lucky and you duck a throw. I think you have to be at a certain advantage for you to duck a throw. If the opponent decides to duck immediately, if the opponent decides to throw immediately, then ECD doesn't work. I don't think ECD works. However, if the opponent decides to delay their throw, then yeah, ECD works, right? So it's like I don't know, dish it out when you feel like doing it, right? But if you're backing up, it's certainly helpful, right? But remember, evades are susceptible to counter hits, so that's why you gotta pick and choose when to do it. You gotta pick and choose when to do these things because there's a penalty for if you get caught in it, right? So that's why I said in this game, offense is rewarded more than defense because A, when you're backdashing, you can get counter hit, right? B, when you're evading, you can get counter hit too, right? It's not like before where it hits on normal hit. Now it hits on counter hit, and so that's why your reward is greater when you're attacking, right? That looked inappropriate. Yeah. So yeah. See, if I'm pressing down forward, if I'm just sliding the stick down forward, I'm crouch dashing forward. I spam crouch backdash. Yeah, so you know, if your opponent gets wise and understands when you backdash, when you like to backdash, then you know 4K will counter you. Will do that backdash stagger, and he gets a free launcher. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, the backdash stagger, yeah. But you know they took away crouch staggers, right? In FS, they took away crouch staggers, which I kind of miss. From Vanilla and VF4. I wish they would. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't wish that they, because I think if they did add crouch staggers in this game, then yeah, offense would be so good. How predictable am I? So there's two things I take into account, right? There's two things I take into account. One thing I take into account is, does my opponent have a low throw, right? If my opponent has a low throw, I can't fuzzy guard all the time, right? I'll do it, right? I'll do it. I'd say more than average. I'll fuzzy guard more than average. But if the moment I get low thrown, that's the moment I'll start abodying, right? So that's one. Two, against I guess it's hard, man. I think against at high level, like against Denkai, I think I'm always fuzzy guarding, which he tells me that. That's why he can throw me easily. He said he just delays the throw. So, yeah, I have to do a better job at mixing up my fuzzy guard against Denkai. I think specifically he told me the other day that my automatic reaction at minor disadvantage is the fuzzy guard, right? And that's why it's so easy for him to throw me, he said. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind, and I have to keep building on that, right? So it's not always wise to do something so many times that your opponent starts to read you, right? So it's all a mix-up. When you even after you learn all these techniques, right? At the end of the day, you want to mix up everything, even your fuzzy guard, even your attacking, even you know, everything's a mix-up. So the point of it all is for your opponent to not be able to read you so easily, right? And so, and I like that. If you and your opponent are on the same level, right? And you guys are like pretty much playing the guessing game. Yeah, you wanna be able to not guess what your opponent's gonna do, right? I mean, but there's only so many things that they can get away with. There's only so many things that you can do. So many, you know, it's like something's gotta work sometimes, right? And so that's where the Yomi game comes into play, right? The Yomi is what makes you strong at high level, because you're trying to outguess what your opponent's gonna do, right? And so, you know, when you guess big, you get big damage, right? So Yomi and Nitaku and reverse Nitaku is like your primary focus at high level is Nitaku and reverse Nitaku. Reverse Nitaku basically is when you're gonna abari, or when you're gonna, yeah, so when you're gonna go big against a throw. That's reverse Nitaku, right? The same move 4 times is a mix-up. Yeah, it can be. Yeah, 4 times. I mean, I think 4 times is too much. But I mean, I've seen Ronnie do fucking 2P 5 times in a row. So it is. At one point, it is a mix-up. It's only a mix-up if you do it for the first time, right? You can't do it all the time. But if you do like something 4 times in a row, 1 time, yeah, it's a mix-up, right? Yeah. The point of it all is to not be predictable, right? And so, yeah, if you want to spam 2P 5 times in a row, be my guest, yo. But you know, if you get caught, if they block 1 of your 2Ps and you get kneed, then that's your ass, right? But yeah, sometimes playing stubborn is key. It all depends on how you feel, and how you feel what your opponent's gonna do, right? Yeah, so GD got it right? So intermediate players, when they know a throw is coming, but they don't go big, right? They do something small like 2P or high P. So if you know a throw is coming, if you're 100%, if you're feeling a throw is coming, you want to go big. You want to go launcher, right? You want to go launcher. So like for example, this wolf player, right? Watch this. I'm gonna try to reverse Nitaku. He's gonna mix it up with elbow and throw, right? So I'm gonna do this. You see that? That's reverse Nitaku right there. I thought I went big, right? I went big. See, but if they don't throw you, right? That's okay. You gotta reset. But if you win, look at the reward. Look at the reward, right? So this is the reward, right? See, this is the reward of going big. You see that? You get 100 points free, easy, right? So if they elbow you, right? See, I'm not hitting elbow there, but if they elbow you, you gotta be mentally prepared to reset right there. If you get hit by the elbow, you gotta mentally reset right there. You can't freeze right there. You gotta reset right there. And so that's the difference between high levels and intermediate, is your ability to think fast, right? So you see this? I went big, right? That's reverse Nitaku, right? But if they do elbow, I gotta think fast. I did a big throw skip there for some reason. But it, like in that sense, right? When elbow hits on counter hit, then I don't know. You gotta think right there what you want to do: guard, attack, or throw, right? Four sweeps in a row is a mix-up. Yeah, so if you guys think that your opponent's gonna throw you, go big, right? And if they don't go big, if they don't throw you and they elbow you or something, you gotta mentally reset right there. It happens really fast, right? So See, but if it pays off, you gotta be ready, man. You gotta be ready to hit your combos, right? If it pays off. Well, yeah, if it hits, then, you know, you gotta, if you get hit by elbow, then you gotta mentally reset right there. So, in other words, if I get hit by elbow right there, which is at +7, right? +7 advantage for him, then I'll evade throw escape, right? Evade throw escape right there. So it's like, it's happening so fast, right? See? Evade throw escape right there. As soon as elbow hits, because he's at +7, right? See, but if you go big and you guess properly, you do your combo, right? But if your elbow hits on counter hit, he's at +7, right? So right there, ETEG, evade throw escape, right? So you gotta think fast. You gotta think fast. Yeah. If you want, if you're at medium disadvantage and you go big and it doesn't pay off, if you get hit, yeah, reset right there, right away. So it happens so fast that you know what I'm saying. It just happens. It happens extremely fast. So see right there. As soon as I got hit by elbow, a counter hit, evade throw escape, right? But if it doesn't, right? Oops. See, evade throw escape, evade throw escape, evade throw escape, right? But if it pays off, see, you do your combo, right? So the reason why it's happening so fast is because if your opponent elbows and you're inputting 3 kg, you're like, oh shit, you freeze right away, right? But visually, if you can see that you got hit by elbow at counter hit, even as you're inputting your launcher, right there, you gotta reset right away, right? You reset your head, evade throw escape right there, right away. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so to GD's point again is if you're gonna decide to abate, go big when you abate. You know why Adam hits knees so much? Because he goes big, right? That's Adam's abate is 6K, right? So he goes big every single time, and it pays off sometimes. It doesn't pay off sometimes, right? But yeah, but if your launcher gets counter hit by elbow or by something, right? Then I guess it depends on what you're getting counter hit by. If you get counter hit by elbow, then yeah, evade throw escape. However, if you're at medium disadvantage and your opponent decides to launch you and then you try to do it, then you're gonna get launched. Nothing you can do, free combo for them, right? So it all boils down to, you know, when you're gonna do it. When you gotta guess when to do it, right? You gotta make educated guesses. Every single scenario is an educated guess. Remember, you're not only adapting per round or per match, you're adapting per situation, right? So when I say you're adapting per situation, is that whenever you take mental notes of what your opponent likes to do at certain disadvantages, you gotta apply. You gotta be quick at applying your reaction, right? So if you're at medium disadvantage and your opponent likes to attack afterwards, then yeah, you can't go big or else you're gonna get counter hit, right? So maybe your best option is to evade throw escape, right? But yeah, reading your opponent is key at high level. Yeah. NYCVF says if you're a Denkai, he's an educated masher. Yeah. if you're a Denkai, you're an educated masher. which is actually a compliment, right? Not in a diss in any way, because Denkai is so smart about attacking. So. What is my strategy about 2Ps? Oh, I love 2Ps, bro. I fish 2Ps all day long. You don't want a 2P against Wolf. You don't want a 2P against Wolf. But yeah, if you're playing like GD says, if you block 2P, the opponent's at -5, right? That means if they 2P and attack you, then you can counter hit them easily, easy counter hit. But with Wolf, that's the first thing I look. So as a Wolf player, right, the first thing I look for. All right, this is my strategy. This is my personal strategy when I play it against people, right? The first things, the first sticky notes that I ever write in my head while I'm fighting somebody is, when do they like to 2P? When do they like to elbow? When do they like to high punch? Those 3 things right there. Those three things right there is what immediately is what I'll download in my head. Because the next time I know you're gonna 2P, you're gonna lose big time. You're gonna lose half of your life. The next time I know you're gonna 2P, you're gonna lose half of your life. And so it's very important for me to know when you like to 2P, when you like to high punch, when you like to elbow, right? PhD masher, yeah. So that's my approach to a match every single time. Is every round, whenever a round starts, then the sticky pads are always on rotation. Yeah, it's hard to do some kind of things. Some things don't work online because of obviously the lag, input lag and etc. Right? But if you're playing offline, right, then yeah, everything works by the book. Just remember that if you 2P and your 2P is blocked, you're at -5 frame disadvantage. So if you try to attack at -5, you might get counter hit. Yeah, no, it's important to 2P, especially for me as a Wolf player. I have to 2P. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to 2P because 2P counter hit forces Nitaku situation for Wolf, and that's Wolf's strength is to guess at Nitaku, right? You know what I'm saying? And so as a Wolf player, it is important to hit check P, elbow, and 2P, right? 2P puts me at +7, high P puts me at +7, elbow puts me at +7, so counter hit only. You have to hit check it, right? And remember, high punch on block is +2. High punch on block is +2, right? And so a lot of people often forget that 2P on block is -5. However, high punch on block is +2. So don't forget that. So high punch is like used as a checking tool, right? You see that? His elbow can't win because I'm at +2, right? So you use jab to check your opponents, right? Remember, the elbow executes at 14 frames, right? Wolf's jab executes at 12. However, I'm at +2. You see? Or is it +2 or +5 or +3? Let me check. Yeah, +2, right? And jab executes at 12 frames. See? Actually, Wolf's 3P executes at 15 frames, I'm sorry. Wolf's 3P executes at 15 frames, I think. Oh, 14. No, it's 14. What the hell? Yeah, it's 14. Never mind. So it is a fast mid, but it still loses to jab. But yeah, so as a Wolf player, I take notes of when they 2P, when they high jab, when they elbow, and then the rest will follow after that. The rest will follow after. The strategy follows after that. Because if I can get him to stop doing if I can get the opponent to stop doing those things, elbow, high jab, elbow, and 2P, then yeah, then now the flowchart becomes easier, right? But yeah, as a Wolf player, hit checking 2P, elbow, and high P is like vital, yo. Because remember, 2P counter hit gives me +7. Let me see. Let me do this. Let me see. Yeah, +7. See? It gives me +7. 2P counter hit gives me +7, which means I get free throw, right? So right there. 2P counter hit, the opponent has to evade throw escape, right? You see that? If they don't evade throw escape, I get a free throw. Get a free throw attempt. Right? I'm not saying that it can't be escaped, I'm just saying I get a free throw attempt. You see that? So yeah, if he abates right there, then yeah, I'm gonna get hit, right? See? I get free throw attempt at +7. So remember, in that window, -6 and -10, that's your Abare window. That's your Nitaku window. Nitaku, reverse Nitaku window, right? So yeah. Damn. Did everybody get that? It's important. That's why it's so hard to play Wolf sometimes at high level, because it's like, man, like what? It's like the opportunities for, like, you really have to, like, you really have to pay attention when your opportunities come and go, right? Because when your opportunity is open, you have to maximize that opportunity. You can't let it go. You can't just lazily, like, or you can't be lazy about it. You have to maximize every opportunity you have with Wolf, because there's not a lot of windows of opportunities for Wolf. Yeah. No, Abare is attacking at disadvantage. Nitaku is the two choice guess game. So Nitaku is two choice guess game, right? Abare is attacking at disadvantage. Yeah. So reverse Nitaku is literally doing the opposite of Nitaku, right? Yeah. So Abare means to attack when it's not your turn. That's what it means. So, which is helpful sometimes, right? It all depends, you know. That's why they make these terms, because of high level play. It all depends, and that's why. Okay, so this is why I think Virtua Fighter is faster than Tekken, even though the visuals don't look it. Even though the visuals don't look like it is, but Virtua Fighter, I played both games, okay? I played Tekken 7 for several years. I played both games, and I was pretty decent at Tekken 7, right? But both games, to me, are different in this sense, right? Virtua Fighter is a faster game to play, in my opinion, because the situations you're put in, like the speed at which you're thinking is quicker. Your decision making is quicker in VF than in Tekken. In Tekken, you're like fishing for the same fucking combo all fucking match. You're like whiff punishing. You're basically doing combo intensive fishes, right? But in VF, it's like every situation puts you in a thinking matter, right? Or in a thinking situation. So you're always constantly thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead, or trying to, at least. That's the goal, right? So, and that's why, to me, Virtua Fighter is a faster game than Tekken, even though it doesn't look like. I mean, Tekken is very combo intensive, so it looks fast, right? It looks fancy, it looks fast, but in terms of like raw thinking ability, VF is way faster than Tekken, yo. Way faster, yo. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Yeah, and I enjoy Tekken 7. I enjoy both games, right? It's just to me, in my personal opinion, VF is a faster game to play. What's up, Natsuo the Wolf? But yeah, I hope you get. Oh, and Zan 05 and Zan 05 and the top villainy. Are you guys still here? Can you raise your hands? I want to show you guys one more thing. Good, Natsuo. We're doing a demo or a tutorial on fundamentals. Top villainy in Zan 05. Check this out, okay? Remember fuzzy guarding now? Okay, so now I'm going to show you fuzzy guard option select, okay? I don't know if I showed you this before. Okay, so watch my command display. Remember, this is fuzzy guarding, right? I'm ducking the throw and blocking the fastest mid, right? Right? But check this out, right? I can option select now. If the opponent decides to throw, I can attack them immediately. Watch this. Look, I'm blocking it, right? Look at that. That's a free elbow butt. So this is called option select, okay? So if your opponent, if you're at minor disadvantage, right? For example, this move puts me at -4, -3, -4. I'm sorry, -5. I'm at -5 frame disadvantage if Wolf blocks that move, right? So I have to fuzzy guard, right? However, if I option select, check this out, right? You see that? Option select, my input is 33G 4P. That's my input. 33G 4P, right? That's the input, okay? Now check this out. 33G 4P, right? The reason why 4P comes out is because the throw whips, right? However, if he does an elbow, the block stun, because of the block stun, 4P will not come out. See, I'm inputting 4P, but it won't come out, right? Because of the block stun. Look, look. It'll only come out if the throw whiffs. You see this? You see that? The 4P will only come out when the throw whiffs, right? But if he does elbow, right, the fastest mid, I'm gonna block it, right? And because I'm gonna block it, 4P will not come out. If I can do this fucking properly. Let me pick a different move. Yeah, see that? So this is called fuzzy guard option select, right here. You see that? You see that? So if he does elbow, I'm blocking it, right? And then 4P doesn't come out. But if he does a whiff throw, 4P comes out and he gets launched. So the trick to option select is to choose a move that knocks down and fairly easy to execute. For example, 4P, right? That's just 4P. It's an easy execution move, right? How do you choose? Yeah, I just answered that. So pick a move, right? Pick a move that's easy in execution and that can knock down, right? Easy execution and that can knock down. If you don't have that move, then I don't know. You're gonna have to choose something. You can even do elbow, right? You can even do elbow. See? I mean, I guess. I mean, at that point, it's like really not. At that point, it's really not advantageous, right? But for me, for Wolf, right? It's advantageous for me because I get to do that. Right? I get free combo. Akira, you can single palm, right? Akira, you can double palm too if you want. Akira, you should be doing knee, one frame knee, actually. If you're an expert Akira player, your option select would be to one frame knee after you fuzzy guard. What's up, Blue Gamer 25? Thanks for tuning in, bro. What is the counterplay for the other Wolf? What's up, Empire Miku? What is the question? What is the counterplay for the? So the counterplay for the other Wolf, if I'm fuzzy guarding option select, if I do fuzzy guard option select, is to. I mean, there's nothing you can do, right? So this is the situation, okay? Empire Miku, this is the situation. Right now, the CPU is programmed to counterattack with an elbow or immediately counterattack with elbow or throw mix-up, right? That's it. That's the situation. Now, whatever situation that happens when you're playing a human opponent, that's something else, right? So if the human opponent decides to not elbow, right, and just if the opponent just blocks, right, then option select, the elbow will come out. You'll block my elbow, right, and then now I'm at -5. You see what I'm saying? This only applies textbook wise. If they decide to attack you with elbow or throw you immediately after you put yourself at a minor disadvantage like this, right? Then yeah, it'll work, right? It'll work, right? It will work. If the situation is textbook, it will work. However, if the opponent doesn't do any of these, if the opponent just blocks, then my 4P will come out, you'll block it, now I'm at -5. You see? The counterplay also is if Wolf can low throw here, right? If the opponent has a low throw, then low throws can beat fuzzy guard. So that nullifies the option select right away, right? What's up, Mr. Game Dude? Does that answer your question, Miku? So it only works in this situation where the opponent decides to throw or do a mid right away. If the opponent has a low throw, then yeah, you can completely nullify that whole situation by low throwing me, right? But if you don't have a low throw, then yeah, if you just stand there and block, my 4P will come out, nothing's gonna stop it, right? If you block my 4P, now I'm at -5, now I'm forced to evade throw escape, right? So if you know that, then you can delay your throw, right? Delay your attack, delay your throw. See, that's the mind game at high level, right? That's the mind game at high level. So if you don't have a low throw and you're trying to beat fuzzy guard, then you just delay. You delay, right? If your opponent is like so adamant about doing option select, then you just sit there and be patient, right? If he does the attack, the follow-up attack, then you block it. Now he's at disadvantage. Now you have to make him guess, right? Chillin'. Cool, man. Yeah, we're just we're doing a small tutorial here. Awesome, man. So you're a hunter rank right now. So Miku, my focus for you, what you should be focused on is fundamentals at this time, right? So evade, throw, escape, fuzzy guarding, right? Those are your bread and butter at this moment in time. That's your bread and butter. Or how to even move, right? At hunter stage, hunter rank, how to move fast, how to move quickly, right? That's what you're practicing. Is how to move quickly and how to fuzzy guard, how to evade, throw, escape, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no. You can't. Remember what Himajan says. Nothing is done on reaction, right? It's like everything is premeditated. So that's why it's imperative for you to think ahead of your opponent. Always think 2 or 3 moves ahead, right? Because your flowchart changes when something changes, right? So you gotta be ready. You gotta be mentally ready to make a decision at that very instant when something changes, right? And so that's what makes a strong player strong, right? So yeah, I mean, even me, I don't do the option select, and sometimes I get mad at myself because I don't do it at all, right? But I should do it. I should do it maybe once or twice a match. Fuzzy guard option select, right? Because I find a lot of times when I do 9PK, even against high level players, if I do this, I get thrown. I'm like, what the fuck did I not do fuzzy guard options like that? I get so mad at myself, right? So I can easily do it here. See, I can easily do it here. If they block 9PK, I can easily fuzzy guard, right? And then do that. Easy damage.